I don't know why a man who loathed the idea of being in a suit and tie as much as my father did would have so many cufflinks. And, I mean, for all I know, the guy never put on a French cuff in his life. This could be real gold. Maybe that's a real diamond in there. Maybe that's where the money is. Maybe this is Dad's final gift to me, Steve. I took all the money. I didn't really drink it away. I put it in jewelry. All this stuff is worth thousands, millions. I hated suits and ties, and I hardly ever saw him in a suit and tie. Why do you have so much of this stuff? But anyway, this always, I always affiliate with my dad because it's about a guy leaving his woman, and heck, Glenn Campbell's even got kind of a mustard-colored shirt on there, mustard-colored jacket. I could see my dad just maybe every day of his life wanting to run away and never come back, and this song reminded him that he ought to feel full of regret for doing that. So I don't know, maybe this album saved my family for at least a little while, right? Of course, any jailbird has got to have Johnny Cash at San Quentin. His favorite sax player was this guy, Boots Randolph. The dad in my imagination, who was this jazz guy, wouldn't really have liked Boots with strings. And here we go, another kind of Boots Randolph, you know, tenor sax. Hey, God, I love the tenor sax. It's such a beautiful instrument. And I guess Dad probably wanted me to play like Louis Boots Randolph. I'd like to think that my dad was this really sophisticated jazz guy, you know, that he listened to Parker and Coltrane and Cannonball Adderley and all these people, and I'm not really sure. I think he liked Boots Randolph is kind of the way things are looking. Yehudi Menuhin on the violin? What the hell? No, my dad was a jazz man. And maybe, you know, he doesn't have that great of a taste in jazz. Maybe this was his... That's what he figured out about jazz, could have been. You know, from greatest hits records. So maybe my dad didn't know anything about jazz after all, which, I don't know, I guess would serve me right. Oh yeah, check this out. Check it out. Check this out, people. My dad's glove with my dad's bracelet. Would have been freezing ass cold. Look at that. I was just freezing. But this, man, to me, this is just badass. This fist with this bracelet, it just says black power, baby. The power of the black fist. All that Malcolm X thing that he had, the uprising of the proletarian, the common man. Growing up, this is, I guess, one of the signs of his masculinity. They might have been his driving gloves. And, well, when he was driving, he sure was aggressively masculine, let me tell you that. Anyway, it's a nice combination. It looks beautiful together. Completely impractical. And not who I think I am today. Not who I want to believe that I am today. They're real leather. There's real rabbit fur inside them. You can see, you can almost take that, sniff that dead rabbit. It's a Social Security card. Nice little object. Nothing much to it. Feel like playing some kind of shell game, you know, playing around and just moving stuff, because I guess that's what I'm doing with my imagination here. We went fishing a few times, but it never was very good. It's kind of like me taking my kids fishing now, because if you take an impatient man and a child and put them on a fishing trip, usually you get something that you just want to chuck. But yeah, I keep it. It gets itself hooked against all sorts of things. It's kind of useless. It does dangle. It does still dangle. I could take one of the kids out fishing with it, or both of the kids. I think it's kind of weird that I said take one of the kids out, because I think the experience of fishing with my dad perhaps left more of an impression on me than I like to imagine. Maybe the response that I have to my kids when I go fishing, which is incredible impatience. Like I need to take a couple of Xanax and a Valium just to chill my ass out. Maybe that's because the fishing experience with Thomas J. Wingate was not really so calming. So I look at this thing and I think, why don't I just, chuck it? It's a useless thing. I don't want to fish. Maybe I should go fishing with it. Maybe I should take my kids fishing and put this on the line and chuck it out there and hope it just disappears forever. I feel like playing some kind of shell game, playing around and just moving stuff. I guess that's what I'm doing with my imagination here.